Hello students, good evening to all of you all. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the online session. I hope you all can hear me clearly and see the screen clearly. Am I audible to you all and is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, before we start, please raise the hands the ones who received the tute. There is a raise hand option. The students who received the tute, just raise the hands. Okay, majority of you all have received, no? One or two have not received. Those students, please send me a WhatsApp message. We will be sending your tutes also. It's a free tute because this month, whole month, the session is free and the tute is also free. So just let us know if you have not received the tute. We will be able to send it to you. Especially the newcomers. I think the first week, second week students, you all fill the Google form and got the tute. Okay, then in tute, we are in page number 9. Page number 9. Okay, then let's go to the discussion. 1 minute. Okay, so we stopped in the plant-based in the plant fiber-based industry. So this plant fiber industry where they are making coir ropes, coir carpet, all the coir-based products, those places also to get the coir pieces, they get the help of microorganisms. So we'll see how that is happening. Plant fibers are used to produce various fiber and coir materials. The fibers are separated from each other by using the help of bacteria. So that means bacteria is used in this industry. So we call that technology as microbiology. Using microorganisms for our benefit, economical purposes, or for the research purposes, it is known as microbiology. Coconut husk, palmyra plant, agave plant, etc. can be used to produce fiber material. You all know coconut husk, palmyra plants, agave fiber. I will show you the picture, then you will understand. The compound pectase, which is among the fibers, keep them bond together. The pectidase, okay, pectidase enzyme, which is produced by the relevant bacteria, help to separate these fibers by digesting the pectin. Last week we studied the names of those bacteria, but you don't need to memorize those two. Bacillus courtoris and Bacillus comsci. These are the two bacteria. So what do they do? This coconut husk, if you take the coconut, the husk is tightly, the coir wires are tightly pasted with each other. Very hard to remove one by one. Around the coconut, we have the coconut husk now. These fibers are connected together by a gum. Okay, that's a biological gum. That is known as pectase. You all can highlight these words in your tute. Page number 9. Then the bacteria will produce an enzyme that will remove the gum. Pectidase enzyme. To break down the pectase, we need peptidase enzyme. So this peptidase enzyme will help the fiber to easily remove from each other. So that's what they do. They take the coconut husk and soak it and add the bacteria. And after that, very easy to remove the individual fiber. Then after that, they put it into the machine and they, what do you say, like tangle it and form coir carpets, coir ropes, coir wires, all those coir related industry. In Sri Lanka, coir industry is a special industry, no? In certain areas, the people, their main livelihood, their job is related to coir. So without the help of this bacteria, we will never be able to separate the coir wires. Are you clear about it? Okay, you can see this is the husk, coconut husk. After soaking in water and adding the bacteria, these pieces will be broken down to individual one by one, or else they are pasted together. No? That pectase gum will be dissolved and individually we can get one by one. After that, they put into the machine and roll it and take it into different shapes. This is the agave fiber. In Sri Lanka, this is very less. But in African countries and all, they use agave fiber to produce the agave ropes. In Sri Lanka, we have coconut, no? So mainly we use the coconut husk. Are you clear about this? Then let's go to another industry. Application of microorganism in environmental conservation. Environmental conservation means protecting the environment. Already due to some activities, human activities mainly, the environment will get polluted, no? I think you all know about air pollution, water pollution, land pollution. If we are able to use microorganism to prevent or to reduce any of this environmental pollution, we are studying it under this topic. That is known as bioremediation. Microorganisms are commonly used for environmental conservation and environmental protection. It is also used to remove the environmental pollutant and other pollutants using microorganism. This field is known as bioremediation. So using microorganism to help the environment by reducing the pollution, by removing the pollutants, all those fall under bioremediation. So please highlight this word. Page number 9. We have this bioremediation. No, I have not given that. I have kept a space. So you all write this word bioremediation. There is a blank, fill in that blank in the tute. The ones who don't have the tute, take a screenshot of this, and once you get the tute, you all can fill it. I will be sending the recordings also. The whole month recording also, I will be sending it to you all so that the ones who receive the tutes late, you all can watch the recording again and fill the tutes. Okay, then let's study some places where bioremediation is happening. How are they doing this bioremediation? First one, microorganisms and microbes, mainly the bacteria and the fungi, are used to decompose the organic waste matter in polluted water. Yeah, the ones who don't have the tute or the ones who are very new to this class, send me a WhatsApp message. This is my number. Okay, here I have put my WhatsApp number. Send me a message, your name, grade, school, area. I will save your number. I will add you to the WhatsApp group. And then I will send you a Google form. You can fill that Google form. So when there are dead organic matter, now sometimes due to some pollution, the fish will die in the water. Now that dead fish will become more and more pollutant to the water because it will be giving bad smell. People can't use that water. So the bacteria and the fungi which are present in the water will quickly decompose this. Or else if the dead fish is there, it is very bad for the water. Bad smell, the water content will change, the water color will change, other worms might start growing. So quickly this bacteria and fungi decompose it and remove it away from the environment. So that is one method of bioremediation. Are you all clear about it? Then the next example under that is Pseudomonas. Okay, Pseudomonas. You have to memorize this name. It's a type of a bacteria which is released to the ocean water. This helps in the decomposition. Here I have missed the D. In the tute also that might be not there. That helps in the decomposition of soil layers on the ocean, and the enzymes released by this microorganism decompose the hydrocarbon in the oil and petrol. So here there are two spelling mistakes. Decomposition of oil layer. Okay, so change that in the tute also. Helps in the decomposition of oil layer, not soil layer, oil layer. That means from the ship, from the vehicles, from the places where they are taking petrol, under the sea they are taking petrol. Sometimes this petrol will leak into the sea and the petrol and water won't mix, no? On the surface of the sea, there will be dark black petrol or kerosene or whatever we call it, crude oil. Those oil layers will be there. Very hard to remove that. If fire falls, it will burn also. So it's not good. So therefore we have to remove it. The scientific method is when we release Pseudomonas bacteria, they will, like you think, it will drink all the petrol. It will decompose the petrol and clear it. Because in the petrol we have hydrocarbon, the ingredient of any type of oil, petrol, diesel, kerosene, all those are hydrocarbon. So the Pseudomonas will remove the hydrocarbon away. That means it's clearing our pollution, no? A damage done to the sea is now being cleared by the microorganism. So that is known as bioremediation. Are you all clear? If you have any doubts, any problems, you all can ask me. You all can unmute and ask, or you all can send me a message and ask. No problem. Then another example for bioremediation, Balanna, heavy metals such as chromium, lead, and mercury. Underline those three. Chromium, mercury, and lead. Those are heavy metals. From the industries, okay, sometimes these heavy metals are released to the water, are released to the environment from different industries and companies. These pollutes the water and causes many diseases. The people who are drinking that water will get disease. The fish who are living inside that water will get disease because of the heavy metal. If they ask you what are the examples of heavy metal, chromium, lead, and copper. Chromium, lead, and mercury. There are a few others, no problem. Whatever given in the syllabus, we'll learn it. Chromium, lead, and mercury. So, we have to remove this heavy metal. So, therefore, this polluted water, which are having heavy metal, are sent through a tower which contains bacteria which have the ability to remove these toxic heavy metals from the water. So we are using a bacteria to remove the heavy metals from polluted water. So we are reducing the pollution, no? This is also falling under bioremediation. Bioremediation. We have studied 4 examples under 3 examples, no, for now. First one was related to the organic matter in the water bodies, oil layer in the water bodies, now heavy metal in the water bodies. Last one, in producing biodegradable plastic and the biodegradable polythenes, plastic that can be decomposed by bacteria. Because the world's biggest problem is excessive plastic, excessive polythene, because it's not getting decomposed, no? So tons and tons and tons of plastic is there in garbage in the whole world. Day by day, it's getting added. Okay, one of the biggest pollutant in the world is plastic and polythene. Okay. So therefore, now the scientists are making new polythene, new plastic which the bacteria can digest. The bacteria can decompose. Then good, no? Those new types of, we call it biodegradable plastic. Just highlight this word, biodegradable plastic. If you use biodegradable plastic and if you throw it, after some years, we can put the bacteria on them. The bacteria will digest it, decompose it, then no problem, no pollution. So it's a good measure for the future. Thinking of the future, the scientists are starting to produce biodegradable plastic now itself, which will be helpful to the environment. So it is helping the environment, reducing the pollution. So it is all falling under bioremediation. Bioremediation. Are you all clear about it? So those are the 4 things which we'll learn about bioremediation. Now we'll go to a topic. Why do we use microorganisms in the industry? What is the benefit? Okay, there are a few benefits. We will discuss that. Yeah, the ones who are having the tute, turn to page number 10, and just go through it. Give me 5 minutes. Please go through the page number 10. The ones who don't have the tute, you all can take your textbook, if you have the textbook, and go through the topic. Why do we use microorganisms in the industries? I don't know which page in the textbook. Anyways, if you have the textbook, go through it. If you don't have, take my tute and go through it. Give me 5 minutes. After that, I will discuss one by one. Don't worry. Okay, students, let's continue. So now we are going to talk about the importance of this microorganism. Why are we using this in the industries? Yes, first one, their biological process occur very rapidly. Rapidly means fastly, and their growth rate and the metabolic rate, how much they are growing, their activity, all those are very high. So if you have little bit of microorganism, they will do lot of work. Now, for example, when you are making yogurt, last week we studied the yogurt industry, no? The curd industry, yogurt industry. When making yogurt, Kuta, we make, first we make a yogurt, no? Next time when we are making the yogurt, we don't need to buy the bacteria. Once we boil the milk, the already prepared one we can put. 1 spoon of this yogurt can make another new more yogurts. From that you can take a spoon and make more yogurt. So their biological process very rapid, their growth rate is fast, their metabolic reaction is fast. So even little bit is enough. That is one benefit. Or else if we have to buy thousands and millions of bacteria for the industry, the cost will be high. Various types and variety strains of microbes exist that are capable of acting and multiplying on various substances. So that means variety bacteria are available. We studied many names: Lactobacillus bulgaricus, Streptococcus is there, Bacillus comsa is there, Bacillus cochorus is there, Methanococcus is there. Therefore, variety is there. So even if one bacteria is not useful, we can take another fellow that will be useful. Like that, hundreds and hundreds of useful bacteria are there. So many strains means many varieties. That is the second reason. Third reason, the majority of the microorganism can be obtained at a very low rate or free of charge from the environment to use in the industry. Now this rhizobium bacteria, it's freely taken from the soil. Azotobacter, that is also taken from the soil. Rhizobium bacteria is taken from the legume plant. Closer to the legume plant, when we dig and when we take, we will get rhizobium bacteria. When we normally dig and take the soil, we might have azotobacter. So that is beneficial. So free of charge. You don't, some bacteria you don't need to give money and buy. Naturally it is present, maybe in the soil, maybe in the water. Like that, the buying of bacteria is very low rate or free of charge. So it's a Mara benefit, no? Freely if we are getting the bacteria and that bacteria is doing a lot of work for us, superb. That is the third reason. Fourth reason, microorganisms possess simple genes. They can be easily used for genetic engineering. Therefore, microorganisms or microbes are often used in modern genetic engineering. Already we discussed about this. Can you all remember that carrot plant thing? From the carrot plant, we take a DNA and we put it to a bacteria. We need to put it to the paddy plant. Directly we can't put it to the paddy plant. So therefore, first we put it into a bacteria and then put the bacteria into the plant. Because the bacteria is having a simple DNA, what do the scientists do? They break the DNA of the bacteria and put this new DNA. Now this is a modified bacteria. We have studied this in the agriculture part. Use of microorganism, application of microorganism in agriculture, golden rice by using Eruvina iridivora. This Eruvina iridivora is a bacteria. We are changing the genetics, this gene, by adding a carrot gene into the bacteria gene and then putting the bacteria into the paddy plant. So this is known as genetic engineering. Like building house is normal civil engineering, changing the genetic of organism falls under genetic engineering. This genetic engineering can be done easily to the bacteria because they have a small circular DNA. Easily you can do it. Therefore, that is another benefit of using the bacteria in these industries. Easily you can do the modification. Are you clear? The ones who are new, please watch the first week and second week recording. I will put it in the group also. In that, we are discussing deeply about this genetic engineering, especially about golden rice. Under that golden rice topic, I have nicely explained how we are using a bacteria to insert one gene from one plant into another plant. From the carrot plant, we are taking the DNA, putting it into the bacteria, and putting that bacteria into the paddy plant. Finally, the carrot DNA will go to the paddy plant DNA, and we will get a special rice, the golden rice. We have discussed this earlier. So I hope the ones who were there for the previous lessons, you're 100% clear. New students, you might not be that much clear, but when you watch the recording, you will be more clear. This is only known as genetic engineering. So it is very easy to do genetic engineering in microorganisms. Then last two reasons. Just go through it. I will explain. Soon after the azan, the prayers are going. Soon after the azan, we will continue. Okay, then let's continue. Last 2 points. The large number of energy is required in industries. Okay. But by using microorganism, the same work can be done without expenditure of large amount of energy. Can you all remember when studying about bioleaching? Yes, can you all tell me? This is the extraction of metals by using microorganism. For now, scientists have used microorganisms to extract two metals. Can you all remember those metals? I think last week we discussed this. Anyone who can remember? We'll see.
So uranium and copper.
Very good. Uranium and copper. This uranium and copper can be easily extracted by using microorganism. The scientists have identified which microorganism can be used. We can't use all the microorganisms. No. We can't take lactobacillus and put to copper. Lactobacillus we can put to milk. Like that there are thiobacillus ferroxidans, acidithiobacillus ferroxidans. Like that two special bacteria are there to extract uranium and copper. Still the scientists are doing research. What are the other microorganisms which can be used to extract the other metals? Still the research is going on. For now, two are successful. So normally to obtain copper, you have to heat. I told you about 2000 degrees Celsius. We have to melt the rock and then get the copper. But luckily, because of that microorganisms, you don't need to give this much temperature, so much heat, so much energy. We don't need to waste. Just at normal room temperature, we can extract the copper by using whom? Microorganism. So large amount of energy is saved, or else we have to put so much energy to heat and burn and melt the rock and get the copper. But now you just put the microorganism. After a few days, we can easily extract the copper. So see the benefit of microorganisms. The last one, most of the industries release pollutant to the environment, normal industry. And the environment is deteriorated, that means destroyed. It's getting polluted. Okay. But by using microorganism in the industry, less amount of pollutant are released to the environment. Now, for example, let's take the previous one, the copper industry. If you use the microorganism, no carbon dioxide, no heat, nothing is used. But if you are using, if without using microorganism, if you need to take it, you have to give high heat to that. To get the high heat, you have to burn a lot of wood or petrol or diesel. So that is emitting pollution, no? Because we are using the microorganism, we don't need to rise that much amount temperature. Therefore, carbon dioxide emission, all these waste, harmful gas emission is reduced. Pollution is reduced. So normal industries might do a lot of pollution, but industries which use microorganism, they are doing very less pollution. So it is an environmental friendly method, no? It's an environmental friendly method because nowadays all the human activities are causing pollution. But the activities which are involved in microorganisms are reducing the pollution. Superb. So those are the main reasons why the scientists like to use microorganisms in microbiology. Are you all clear? In the industries, microbiology means using microorganism in the industry for economical benefit or for research purpose. They like to use the microorganism because it is less environmental pollution, less energy consuming. Buying the microorganism is very easy. If you buy little bit, that is enough. From that little bit, you can grow more and more microorganism. So all these benefits, 6 benefits we have discussed, try to understand and write it. Don't just memorize it. That's why I gave you examples for each and everything. Okay, try to understand, and when they ask the question, then easily you can write it. Because if you are memorizing, you have to memorize everything a lot. In the upcoming lessons also, you will have a lot of things to memorize. So please just don't memorize. First understand. Then memorize the basic points, key points. Then you can answer any type of question. Okay, so until now we were talking about the good things about microorganism. Microorganism used in the industry, microorganism used to reduce the pollution, microorganism used in the agriculture field, microorganism used to produce medicines. Can you remember last week we studied antibiotics, vaccine, antitoxins. Now we are going to study the bad side of microorganism. Bad side means harmful effects. The harmful, or we call it adverse effect. Adverse means harmful. The harmful effects of microorganism. Main thing is, you all know, causing disease. Causing disease to humans, plants, other animals. We also animals, but we are special, so that's why they have put man. Man can a human, na? Don't think only man, women are not getting affected by microorganism. No. Here the meaning of man means human. Then plants and animals. Okay. All these might get diseases from microorganism. That is one problem related to microorganism causing disease. Next one, food spoilage. Our food can get spoiled, no? Can you all remember grade 8 and grade 7 you all have studied? If the carbohydrate is getting spoiled by microorganism, we call it as fermentation. When protein is getting decomposed by microorganism, we call it putrefaction. When oil is getting decomposed, we call it rancidity. Our food is getting spoiled. Food spoilage and preservation methods in your small grades you all have studied. Then economical damage to non-living surfaces. Okay, economical damage to non-living surface. That means some of the walls, some wood, almirahs, doors, chairs, all those can get damaged by microorganism. Have you all seen the fungus growing in the wall? When there is water, the fungus will start growing. That will damage the wall. In some wooden fences, the fungus will grow and destroy the fence. So all these are bad effects. And the biggest one is biological weapon. First day itself we studied, no? Some microorganisms, especially virus, can be used as a weapon. One country using microorganism to kill another country people or to cause disease to the other country people. Okay, so those 4 points are the main bad effects of microorganism: causing disease, spoiling the food, damaging to the non-living surfaces, and biological weapon. Are you all clear about it? First, we'll talk about causing diseases. That is the main thing. Bacteria, some of the bacteria, not all, some bacteria. Next one, virus, all virus. Next one, fungi, some fungi or fungi. And protozoa, all the protozoa. Okay, bacteria, some of the bacteria, all the viruses, some of the fungi, all the protozoa are the groups of microorganisms that can cause disease. A microorganism that has the potential to cause a disease is called pathogen. That is very important. In my tute also I have given it separately. Highlight it. Microorganism that has the potential to cause disease, a disease or many disease, is called a pathogen. That is a very important one. I told you, no, first term normally they will ask you what is microorganism. Like that, there is more probable question, what is a pathogen? They might ask what is pathogen. Next one, Puta. Mosquitoes and flies are vectors which carry the pathogen to the host. That is the next thing, vector. What is a vector? It may be a small organism or a big organism. It will carry the pathogen from one place to the other place. In Sri Lanka, there is a very famous pathogen and a very famous vector. First is human. What is that very famous vector and the very famous pathogen? In every area, they come to check this also. Yes, in the chat box, I got the correct answer. What about the others? Commonly, this disease is spreading in Sri Lanka. It spreads by an insect that is carrying this virus. What is the virus? What is the insect? Correct. The dengue. We call it dengue. Normally, the proper word is dengue mosquito. The dengue mosquito, the dengue virus is carried by the dengue mosquito. Give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Let's go to the next part. So now you all know the vector. The fellow, or it may be a big organism or a small organism. Normally the insects, they carry the disease from one place to the other place. Okay. Host is the person or the organism which gets the disease. Host is an organism who provides its body inside part or outside as a substrate to the growth of the pathogen. The pathogen grows in the person. That person is the host. He is the one who gets the disease. So here very clearly they have given virus acts as a pathogen. We know virus is the pathogen for dengue disease. For dengue fever, virus is the pathogen. While the mosquito are the vector. Who gets the disease? Human. Symptoms appear on human. Therefore, human is the host. So basically what they are trying to say is the virus is the dengue. That is the name of the virus. Then there is a mosquito, we call it Aedes aegypti. Okay. This dengue virus goes into this mosquito, but it doesn't affect the mosquito. Mosquito doesn't get dengue fever and die. So it doesn't affect the vector. So vector will carry the dengue from one place to another place. And then when this dengue mosquito, this normal mosquito carrying the dengue comes and bites us to suck our blood, what happens? This dengue fellow slowly go into the body. After going into the body, you all know they will cause diseases. The happy person, after getting the fever, he will be a sad person. He will get fever, vomitation. Sometimes it becomes severe. There is a dangerous type of dengue, dengue hemorrhage. They call it rattapata. It's very dangerous because blood will start leaking, internal blood leaking. Person can even die. So, in this situation, dengue is the pathogen. Mosquito is the vector. Dengue virus is the pathogen. Mosquito is the vector. Human is the host. Are you all clear about these three words? Pathogen, vector, host. Pathogen, vector, host. If you have any doubts or
So can you make it more clear?
sorry, Buddha.
Can you make it more clearer?
I can't hear that, student. Can you type and send? You all want this slide? The microorganism that has the potential to cause the disease is pathogen. Already that is given in the tube, page number 11. Okay. Some insects like mosquitoes and flies are vectors. Vector means the organism which carries the pathogen to the host. Host is the organism who gets affected. So they have mentioned it as is an organism who provides its body inside or outside as a substrate to the growth of the pathogen. This part, if possible, just memorize it. But basically what they are trying to say, the organism which gets affected by the pathogen is the host. So this is a good example, a very good Sri Lankan example where the pathogen is the dengue virus. To carry the dengue virus from one place to the other place, we have a vector, that is the mosquito. Then the mosquito goes and bites a person and it's sucking the blood, it's doing its needed work. While doing that, the dengue virus can go into the human body. So human in this situation becomes the host of the pathogen and it grows and he gets the disease. Remember, the vector will never get the disease. While carrying the dengue virus, the mosquito doesn't get dengue fever. That dengue affects only the humans and some other animals also, but not the mosquito. Just keep that in mind, okay? Yes, shall we move to the next one? So, 4 groups of microorganisms that causes diseases, all the virus, all the protozoa, some fungus, some bacteria. Keep that in mind, because some bacteria are good fellows. We are using it for many, many purposes. Some fungus, we are even eating some fungus, no? We are using it in the bakery industry. Yeast, we are eating the mushrooms. Those are fungus. So not all the fungus are harmful, but protozoa and virus, all are pathogens. All these can be considered as pathogens. I hope you all are clear. Then disease caused by microorganisms to human. Microbial infections may spread by air, may spread by water, may spread by food, by contacting. Like there are some diseases, when you touch one person, you will get that disease, like skin diseases, or by vectors, the mosquitoes or the flies which are carrying it. Pathogenic microorganism cause different infections to human being through various methods. We'll see what are the methods. Page number 11, I have given this chart. The whole, this is directly from your textbook. They also nicely, they have given in the textbook. So this is very good. They have put the disease, the method of spreading, and how the disease goes into the body. Very clearly put. So first one, common cold. Okay, the disease is, we say, Tadamal Kachal, Kessa Hembirisava, cold and cough, or we say common cold. Okay, that is spread by influenza. So that's why some people call it flu. When they are having fever, they say, I have the flu. Influenza, that is the microorganism, the virus. This is all caused by virus, viral related diseases. How is it spreading? Through air. So if a person is already having the cold, cough, and he's sneezing, some of the virus will go to the air. And if another person is staying there, through his nose, it can go in. So through the respiratory system, through the nose, by breathing the air which is already having this virus, it goes in. Okay, through the respiratory system. Respiratory system is nose, lungs, those system. Then dengue. Dengue is the virus. The disease name also we call it dengue. Dengue fever. Method of spreading, the vector. Who's the vector? Mosquito vector. How does that enter into the human body? Through the skin by the mosquito bite. Do you think if the dengue virus fall on our skin, it can go in and damage? No. The mosquito has to bite and then the dengue has to go into the body. Then only it will cause disease. Now, for example, nice situation. You're nicely yawning, like that. A dengue mosquito goes into your mouth and you don't know, you swallow it. Will we get dengue fever? Just because the dengue mosquito having the dengue virus went into your digestive system, it will get digested. But if it pricks, then only it will go. So there are special methods through which it has to go in. If it goes in the wrong method, sometimes it won't affect. Okay. Next one is AIDS. It is caused by a virus. We call it HIV virus. When you come to grade 10 and 11, okay, we will discuss deeply about this because it is related to some sexual activities. Okay. So in grade 10, we will study about the sexual reproduction lesson deeply. At that time, you are more matured. Now you all are a little bit young now. At that time, you will be more matured. You will be studying the real thing about this sexual reproduction. There we will study about the disease AIDS, which is caused by HIV. Okay, blood and other fluids of an infected person. So if a person is having HIV, AIDS, his blood is given to another person. You know, blood donation, blood transfusion, taking one person's blood and giving to another person who is injured, who met an accident and a lot of blood has gone away from his body. They will give the blood. If a HIV related blood goes to another person, that person also will get HIV. Okay, so one is blood transfusion method. When they are exchanging the blood, one person giving the blood to the another person by that method. And the other one is through sexual contact. So sexual relationship. Now, for example, if the husband is having AIDS, then when he is having sexual contact with the wife, that wife also will get HIV AIDS. So if he has many wives in foreign countries and all, this is common now. So if he's having many wives, okay, then all the wives will get AIDS. So from one person, it can spread through sexual contact. Are you all clear about that? Those are the virus related diseases. In grade 10 and 11, we will study a little bit more deeply. Okay, then I'm just telling the basic idea. If you understand this, for grade 9, that is enough. In grade 10 and 11, we will study deeply about the other diseases. Shall we move to the next one? Oh, so here I'm just giving the idea of common cold, the influenza. Next one, this is the dengue. Last we studied HIV AIDS. This is the symbol, universal symbol for AIDS. Yes. Next we'll start the bacteria. Give me 1 minute. I'm getting a call. Quickly answer. Okay, now let's go to the bacteria-related diseases. Here they have given tuberculosis. Normally in real life, we call this disease as TB. In Tamil, we call it Kasanoi. Okay, TB. This is also the bacteria going through the respiratory system and affecting the lungs. So all the things which affect the lungs, it can spread through air. So when you sneeze from the lungs and all from there, the air will go out. No? Those particles will have this tuberculosis bacteria. So spreading method is by air. Going into the body is through the respiratory system. And finally, it will affect the lungs. Okay, so when a person is having severe tuberculosis, when they cough, blood also will come. From the lung damage, like that, blood will come. So it's a dangerous disease. There is a special hospital in Ragama. Okay, if they identify that it is TB, they will send that patient there, keep him under quarantine, isolation, and they will treat. But can be treated. Okay, within 3 months, they can completely treat it if the proper treatment is done in the proper time. Next one, typhoid fever. This can go through polluted food, polluted water, and a vector such as housefly. Through digestive system with food. So what happens is, Buddha, this typhoid fever, if a person is having typhoid fever, if he's a cook, from his body, from his waste material to the food also, that bacteria might fall. Sometimes he might sneeze, he might go to the washroom and not clean properly and use that same hand to make the paratha or to put the kottu. Then that bacteria will fall. And when we eat it, our digestive system also will get affected and we will also get typhoid fever. From us, our family member also can get, because we are all using the same washroom, no? So from washroom also it can go. Polluted food also it can go. Polluted water also it can go. Sometimes the flies will go to a person who is having typhoid fever or his fecal matter, the toilet caca that we say, from there, that fly will go to a food and stay. So in his legs, that bacteria will be there, it will fall on the food. So like that, it can spread from person to person. Okay, so that is affecting our digestive system. This is tuberculosis affecting the lungs. Okay, so when we are speaking to a tuberculosis person, that person should wear a mask, or else from his mouth or nose, it will come out and go into our mouth or nose and go to the respiratory system. Are you clear? That's why we keep the tuberculosis patient in the isolation. When they are doing the treatment, he can't speak to anyone. He will be put into one room and kept. This is from polluted water, polluted food, and the housefly vector. Typhoid fever is going. Typhoid fever. That is from bacteria. So 2 bacteria related done. Next one. 3 protozoas. Malaria, amoebic dysentery, and leishmaniasis. Malaria is transferred by a vector, mosquito. Same like dengue, but dengue is a virus, no? Malaria is a protozoa. Okay, malaria is not a virus. Malaria is a protozoa. Same like dengue, when the mosquito bites our skin, then the malaria protozoa will go into our body and we will also get malaria. By now, the malaria has been eradicated from the world. Okay, by giving the vaccine, by killing those mosquito. Okay, in few countries it's still there, but maximum scientists, doctors have done their maximum effort, and because at one point malaria was a very common disease. People used to die, hundreds and hundreds of people used to die due to malaria. But now it's very 0%. Maybe very undeveloped countries who are not having proper hygiene, proper medicine facilities, they are getting malaria. Nothing, it's already removed from the world with the help of modern medicine, no? With the help of scientists, with the help of doctors and medicine, the malaria has been removed. Next one, amoebic dysentery. Polluted food, polluted water. through the digestive system. That means when we eat or drink this polluted food or polluted water, we will get a loose motion type. That is known as amoebic dysentery. Sometimes that bacteria, not bacteria, the protozoa may be there in the food. Okay, so especially the food which they keep in the outside environment. Okay, like normally we say street food. If they are keeping that food for a long time outside, some protozoas may fall. It's amoeba, we call it amoeba. Those amoeba might fall. And when we eat that food, you will get amoebic dysentery. Next one, leishmaniasis. It's like a skin disease. Okay, vectors such as sand fly. Normally this is present in African countries. Okay, in Sri Lanka and all, it's very less. Through the open wound, if you have a wound, it will go through the wound and affect the skin. Leishmaniasis. I will show the pictures, then you will understand. First one, malaria. Okay, here you can see the protozoa. It goes into the mosquito. That mosquito bites the human and the human gets affected. So here we have a vector. Mosquito is the vector who carries the malaria protozoa. This is amoebic dysentery. This is the amoeba. Can you all remember when we were talking about protozoa, we drew the amoeba. What is this locomotory organs of amoeba known as? Anyone can remember? Locomotory organ of amoeba? Yeah, very good. Pseudopoda or pseudopodia. So this amoeba, if it goes into our digestive system by food or by polluted water, then we will get loose motion, stomach pain, all those diseases. Due to this amoeba, we call the diseases amoebic dysentery. Now see this child. In some countries, they are swimming in this polluted water. So much jarava, garbage. So water can go into his mouth, no? So obviously he will get this amoebic dysentery. So polluted water, drinking polluted water, swimming in polluted water, eating polluted food, all those can cause amoebic dysentery. Last one, leishmaniasis. This is the sand fly. Can you all see it has gone through the wound? And can you also see these patches? These are leishmaniasis patches. This happens in African countries. Countries where there is more sand. Okay, because animal fecal matter and all there in the sand, no, in that soil, it will be there. And then the protozoa will be born in that, and the housefly will carry it. It looks like a mosquito. Yeah, looks like a mosquito. We call it sand fly. That also comes and bites humans. So if there is open wound, the leishmaniasis protozoa will go into the body. So are you all clear about those three? Malaria, amoebic dysentery, and leishmaniasis. Yeah, in 10 minutes we are done. Then you all can pray Maharim. So here also you can see the patches due to that leishmaniasis. Last two diseases, pityriasis and rashes. Here these are the pityriasis and rashes. Those are skin diseases, fungal diseases. Contact of an infected person or through clothes of an infected person. So if we wear the clothes, now let's say our friend is having this disease, we borrow his dress and wear it without washing it, then we will also get it. Or if we are touching a person who is having these diseases, from that person our skin can get infected. Okay, so like that, through skin to skin, or from objects which are used by that person, shoes, dresses, which was used by an infected person, if we use it without washing it properly, then we also can get. So the diseases are pityriasis and skin rashes. All these are fungal diseases. Most of the fungal diseases are skin related. So I hope you all are clear about the adverse effects of microorganisms. Then we have the plant related ones. Yeah, then we have 3 plant related diseases: powdery mildew disease, late blight disease, and wilting. Then I think next week we'll complete this now because our Maharim time is also closing by. So next week we'll start from this. So next week we are finishing. We have only few more pages. Next first half an hour we'll finish it. And then we are moving to, we have to discuss about food spoilage. And then we are moving to our second lesson, eye and the ear. That's a very nice, interesting lesson. Next week also classes is free. That will be the last free class for this month, because from February onwards, the class will be a paid class. You can purchase the classes from masteronline.lk. Next week, I'll tell you all the method how to purchase. Already the students who are going to Rizlan sir's class, I think you all know how to purchase the classes. But there are some students who don't know. Don't worry. I will tell you all how to register and how to purchase the classes from masteronline.lk. That is our website. Just write the website name and keep. If you all want, just go to the website and see. Okay. So the ones who don't have the tute, send me a message. If you are not there in the WhatsApp group, this is my phone number, not 77828366. Send me your name, grade, school, and the area which you are living. Then I will add you to the group and I'll update a Google form. Fill that Google form. We will try to post the tute. Tute is also free. Postal is also free. Class is also free for the month of January. So what is your help for us? We are giving so much benefit. What is your help to our institute is introduce the students. If you are understanding my science classes, if you can understand it, if you enjoy these online classes, because many students are thinking online class is boring. There are some teachers who are doing boring online class, but with all these nice presentations and all these colorful pictures, and I'm writing on those and explaining, I hope it is very clear and not boring as people say. So introduce this to your friends, okay, and tell them to join the classes. Share the recordings. I will put the recordings in the group. Share it with your friends. Whatever posters I am sending, please share it with your friends. That is the help you can do to me. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the session. Next week we are completing this and moving to our second lesson, eye and the ear. Okay then students, thank you for joining the session. We will meet again next Tuesday at 5:30. Inform your friends also. The link to join the class will be updated in the group. Okay then, see you, bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Okay, welcome. Have a nice day all of you all.